Osho, the renowned spiritual teacher, viewed marriage with a critical eye, particularly its impact on women. He argued that marriage often traps women in domesticity, stifling their growth and potential. Societal expectations, he believed, confine women to the roles of wife and mother, limiting their freedom and individuality. Osho emphasized the importance of women's liberation, advocating for their right to self-discovery and fulfillment beyond traditional roles. He challenged the notion that a woman's identity should be solely defined by her marital status, encouraging women to embrace their passions and pursue their aspirations. Osho's perspective on marriage stemmed from his observations of societal norms and their impact on individuals. He witnessed how women, often conditioned from a young age, readily accepted their designated roles within marriage. This acceptance, he believed, perpetuated a cycle of inequality and hindered women from realizing their full potential. Osho's critique of marriage was not intended to demonize the institution, but rather to shed light on its potential pitfalls, particularly for women. He encouraged a more conscious approach to relationships, one that prioritized individual growth and mutual respect. Osho argued that humans are not naturally monogamous. He believed that monogamy is a social construct imposed to control sexual behavior and maintain order. Osho suggested that our biology and natural instincts lean towards polygamy, a state of having multiple partners. He pointed to the diversity of human desires and the fleeting nature of passionate love as evidence of our polygamous tendencies. Osho acknowledged that polygamy, in its raw form, can lead to complications and power imbalances. He emphasized the need for conscious and ethical approaches to non-monogamous relationships. Open communication, honesty, and mutual respect, he argued, are essential for navigating the complexities of polygamy. Osho believed that suppressing our natural inclinations towards multiple partners could lead to repression and unhappiness. However, he also stressed the importance of responsible and ethical conduct within any relationship structure. Osho argued that traditional marriage often fosters a power imbalance between men and women. He pointed to the patriarchal structures embedded in many societies, where men historically held greater power and authority. Within marriage, Osho observed, this power dynamic often translated into men assuming the role of provider and decision-maker, while women were relegated to domestic duties and subservience. Osho believed that this imbalance not only limited women's freedom, but also hindered men's emotional growth. He argued that men, confined by societal expectations to be strong and stoic, often struggled to express their emotions and vulnerabilities. This, in turn, created distance and disconnection within marriages. Osho advocated for a more egalitarian approach to relationships, where both partners shared responsibilities and decision-making, fostering mutual respect and emotional intimacy. Section 4. From Marriage to Prostitution, a Slippery Slope? Osho's critique of marriage extended to its connection to prostitution. He argued that by suppressing natural sexual desires and confining sexual expression within the confines of marriage, society inadvertently created a demand for prostitution. When individuals are unable to fulfill their desires within a socially acceptable framework, Osho believed, they may seek outlets outside of marriage, fueling the sex trade. Osho's intention was not to condone prostitution, but to highlight the hypocrisy of a society that condemns the sex trade while simultaneously imposing restrictions on sexual freedom. He believed that a more open and accepting approach to sexuality, one that allowed for consensual exploration and expression, could potentially reduce the demand for prostitution. Osho envisioned a society where individuals felt empowered to explore their sexuality responsibly and ethically without resorting to clandestine or exploitative means. Section 5. The Sacred Bedroom, a Space for Meditation and Love. Osho envisioned the bedroom as a sacred space, a sanctuary for both lovemaking and meditation. He believed that sexual energy, when channeled consciously, could become a pathway to spiritual awakening. Osho encouraged couples to approach intimacy with mindfulness and reverence, treating each encounter as an opportunity for connection and transcendence. He emphasized the importance of presence and awareness during lovemaking, urging couples to shed their inhibitions and embrace the fullness of the experience. Osho believed that by approaching intimacy with a meditative quality, couples could deepen their connection, both physically and spiritually. He viewed the bedroom as a space where love, spirituality, and sensuality intertwined, creating a transformative and sacred experience.